had so much influence on our youth. You know, whether you knew Don intimately or from a distance, it makes no difference at all. For it is in that separation, that space in there that makes the impact all the more profound. You know, when Mindy called me to tell me the passing of her father, the first image I had was of an 85-year-old man laying in an ICU bed, holding on to life, trying to decide whether to go on or to let go. Then the very next image that came into my head, specifically, the next image, was of a memory from decades ago of the very first day I met Don Coryell. And it was the odd and strange circumstances of that meeting that would change my life and begin a friendship that would endure for the better part of 43 years. You know, looking out here, you know, you can see all the great friends and all the familiar, friendly faces. And it's just great that we can all be here together, you know, and celebrate the life of our great friend. And I'm quite sure, as a matter of fact, I'm positive, each and every one of you here has a very special moment, a personal story about Don that you hold dear, that you cherish for the rest of your life. And like you, I too have a special moment that I would like to share with you right now. It's January of 1967. I was attending El Camino Junior College, and like all junior college transfers, eager to start my life at the next level. John Madden had just paid a visit to my home, and he was very, very kind to my mother. And John, I never told you this, but how much my mother was so impressed with the size of your feet. She said to me, "Mr. Madden has very wide feet, doesn't she?" I said, "Yes, she does." But it was at that visit that John told me, we went to dinner that night, and he just said, "Look, I'm going to get right to it. We'd love to have you come down to San Diego State. I know there's other schools you're looking at." He said, "Let me just tell you something. Football is a means to an end." You remember that, John? It's a means to an end. It's not life itself. Along the way, you're going to grow up, you're going to get an education, you're going to move on, you're going to meet people, you're going to have a life, you're going to be successful, whether it's here or somewhere else. But we'd really like to have you come here. Well, with that, I set up a meeting. The school arranged a day for me to come down and visit the school. So, you know, in those days, you could buy a ticket on PSA Airlines, round trip, from LA to San Diego for $13. So I bought my ticket, and I was sitting on the airplane thinking about just everything that a 20-year-old kid would think about. Had no idea at all. And my father was in the Navy in World War II down here at the Naval Base. He shipped out of here to the South Pacific. That's all I knew about San Diego. But everybody said, "Yeah, go down there. It's the best kept secret in town. Go on down there." So I got on the airplane. I'm sitting all by myself, you know, eating peanuts, talking to the great stewardesses, by the way. I know you guys, right? So I'm on the airplane, and I'm really apprehensive, and I'm kind of nervous. you know, I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I'm 20. My father passed away when I was 17. And so I'm just, it's my mom, my brother, and me. And I'm just kind of fumbling around, visiting these schools, and not really taking anything seriously. But I am thinking about the responsibility of the decision of where you go in life. This is really a big decision. It really is. So I'm sitting there thinking, weighing all of the magnitude of that decision. And everybody here, all the guys here, they know the drill. You know? And so we land. Those days of playing right up on the tarmac, put the ladder up there, you walk down, right into the terminal. And as I walked in, the place was a beehive of, there was just so many people there. On the left, people queuing up for departing flights, and on the right, you know, people, in those days, we'd walk up to the gate, you could meet people. The place was packed with people. But over there in the middle of the floor was a clearing, so I thought I'd work my way toward the clearing and stand there, figuring, you know, whoever the hell's looking for me can find me. I didn't know who I was going to meet. I was just told that I'd be met by someone from the school. Oh, all right. So I worked my way over there, I'm standing there, and I'm kind of like I am now, just kind of like looking around. Nothing. I'm there for 5-10 minutes, and I look at my itinerary again. I says, yeah, all right, okay. Now all the planes have left. The place is cleared out. I'm the only person standing in the middle of this place. And I'm starting to think, I really screwed up here. So I'm looking at my itinerary. And then I hear, hey, 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 I don't see anything. What the hell is that? So I go back to my itinerary, and then I hear, I'm so pleased, so proud to see you. I look around, nothing. I said, wait a minute. And then I heard, gosh, how you doing? And I turned around, and there he was, this little head sticking out from behind this corner, with an arched eyebrow. And he comes walking out. Like he's holding a beach ball between his elbows. He's got that funny little head down there like that. It's a little bit smaller than the rest of his body. He's a slight guy, so he's got on a pair of black pigs, tapered golf pants, about 2 inches above his ankle, white socks, black and red check. Remember the coat? Black and 2-button, black and red check, sport coat, white button down shirt, black string tie. Here he comes out. So I'm standing there, looking at him, and I'm here, he leaves from over there and makes this circle. And then comes over to me, shakes my hand, hasn't looked at me yet, or introduced himself. He shakes my hand and goes, you look hungry, you ready for lunch? I said, yeah. And he turns and walks away. And I look down at his feet, and he's got on Florsheim sunburst shoes. Big ones, with the 1-inch sole and a 2-inch heel with the steel spike in it. He starts walking away. So I said, well, what the hell? That's the guy. So I follow him. Follow him through the airport. About 5 yards behind him, I'm thinking about what am I doing? I don't even know who this guy is. So I follow him out into the parking lot. And as he walks across the cement, sparks are coming from the back. And he's walking. And he's on a mission. He means it. And so he's walking. We get to a car. He goes, get in! So I jump in the front seat. And he gets in. He starts looking through his pockets. Oh, hell. And I said, ignition. steps on the gas without looking and backs straight out into the parking lot. A guy lays on the horn, and a woman says, "My God, are you crazy? Watch what you're doing." So he goes, "Oh, hell." He drops it down in the low and punches it. We burn out about 25 yards, and he hangs a left, and we go right down the driveway, and we're now at the crossroads because of the traffic. And there's just so much traffic, and I can see he's not going to make a right-hand turn. It's kind of premature in my friendship with this guy. To tell him, "Hey, don't do that. I know you're going to go across, aren't you?" So he's like this. He's not saying anything. Out of nowhere, he punches it, and we go right across the street. He hangs a hard left, and we go right down the boulevard. Horns are honking. And he says, "We're going to take the freeway to the school." Well, the school. Now I know the guy. So, okay. Now, I have both hands on the dashboard. Somewhere in Sacramento, there is a station wagon in a junkyard with 8 prints dug into the dashboard. So he goes down the street, and then he makes a hard right under the freeway, and then a hard left up the ramp onto the freeway. So I'm kind of like this. And I look out the windshield, and I see a lot of traffic coming this way. The guy in a motorcycle, who I know intimately, there's a Corvette and a guy in the truck. I'll never forget his face. He's halfway out of the window like this. Really pissed off. Not any more than I was. Now, I see it, and it all takes place in a blur of a moment. I'm assuming he sees it too. He's going, we're like at 60 miles an hour, and I turned to him, and the first thing I ever said to Don Coryell was, "What are you, nuts?" And he sits.
It's done.
Oh yeah, here we go. I'm in the business. I know this stuff, man. So now we're sitting there. We're stopped, and I said, "Back up." What? Back up? Just back up. Back up. Go this way. Go that way. He goes, "Oh, hell," and he jams it in reverse and floors it. Now we're going 60 backwards. And he's like, he's great. I'm like this. And he is like this. "Oh, hell, this is not my car. This is the station wagon. And I'm not a very good driver. And I do this all the time." Good. Now, I know I'm going to the hospital that day. My luck is the burn ward. You know, where they put you in the gauze and you're there for about a year and a half. Like that. So we hit the bottom of the ramp. And it was like a Jackie Chan movie. He cranked the steering wheel like this, and the front of the car flew across the street, and the car just transposed itself on the opposite side of the street. He hits low and floors it. Now we're going 70 miles an hour, and he's not even batting an eye. I'm now on the dashboard. And I said, "Hey man, what are you doing?" "I'm so damn sorry. I'm just so damn sorry. And we'll go back to the school and get some lunch. I said, yeah, the school. I gotta meet the people responsible for this deal. Now, he's now driving like this, kind of cockeyed. And he's driving like that. And the front of the friggin' car is going like this. But he's going so fast, he has to modulate his speed with the brake pedal. So we're now going like that. All the way back to Pierce Gym. So we come into a surface stop. We slide in. I jump out. I'm faster than I've ever been in my life. He gets out, slams the door, points up. Hey, let's go upstairs. So upstairs we went. Made the turn. First door on the right, right off the landing. And we walk into coach's office. And there, standing in like a bunch of little mannequins, John Madden, Joe Gibbs, Sid Hall, Ernie Zampese. So, coach said, this is John Madden, this is what's your name? Joe Gibbs. Yeah, Joe Gibbs. That's Sid Hall. And Sid asked me, want to see some film? And there's an Ernie. And Ernie's double lighting a cigarette. So John's like this, he's looking at me and he said, you made it, huh? Yeah, I made it. So now we're getting a real good look at the group. And I said to myself, so this is the irresponsible clump of humanity that gave Don Coryell, head football coach, the keys to the friggin' station. Thanks so much, guys. So I look over at Don, he's like this. He's holding that beach ball. And he's dripping wet. He says,